Today I'm going to talk about my practicing routine. Recently I've been asked how I practice playing guitar, and I think every guitar player who wants to improve his skills, he has to practice on a daily basis. So I'm also doing it. I got a practicing routine, and usually I practice about 1 hour a day when I have to work. When I'm on holiday, usually I practice longer. I extend my daily routine and practice up to 3 hours a day. But I have to say, practicing to me, it's pure fun. It's not work at all. It's not nothing that makes me tired. It's just something where I can relax and which I enjoy. And I think that is important. And well, my practicing routine consists of different sections where I'm addressing different techniques I would like to to practice or to improve. And in my case, these techniques are sweep picking, alternate picking, legato. And then there's section number 4 where I'm practicing licks or parts from certain songs which I'm currently learning or I'm struggling with. I don't play any fancy chicken picking stuff like that, things which country players do, because that is out of my focus. Maybe in the future I will incorporate that too, but of course if you would like to improve in these techniques, you have to incorporate these in your practicing routine. First of all, I would like to address 2 main rules I try to follow when practicing. My general rules are number 1, try to avoid repeating your mistakes. And that is important because if you're practicing, then you're basically repeating movements and training your brain that it will remember these movements. And if you're constantly repeating wrong movements or mistakes, then your brain will learn these. And well, I think that is not your goal, so you don't improve by repeating mistakes. Another thing is, which is also very important, you should stay relaxed with your muscles. And I found out as soon as your muscles contract, then you cannot play any faster, and also you will get tired or even hurt your maybe your body. And that goes for both hands. So for the left hand, I'm always trying to keep every finger relaxed and don't play or don't push the string with more power than needed. And just that you can hear the pitch of the note but nothing more. For example, if you're playing legato licks, you can hear it. Also pay attention that not one finger is pushing with more power than another. That can also lead to confusion. That's it for the left hand. The right hand is also very important that every muscle is relaxed. For me, I'm mostly picking from the wrist, sometimes my fingers, and I don't move away from the strings with the pick, and stay relaxed with the right hand. So these are my 2 main rules I'm following. But my practicing routine, it starts off with a section where I'm practicing sweep pickings, and the most important thing about the practicing routine is that I practice each lick only for 1 minute. That may sound weird to you, but for me I found it's quite the right amount of time that I am constantly improving. And of course, if you're thinking of practicing 1 hour a day, you can incorporate up to 60 different things. And that is, in my opinion, very important, because usually if you would like to play real music, and that is, I think, the case with most guitar players, you don't want to play exercises, you want to play real songs, music you're composing. Usually a song is incorporating many techniques. So it doesn't help you at all if you're the master of the 5-string arpeggio because you will not find a song which contains only or consists only of 5-string arpeggios. So you have to master all techniques which are involved in the song. And these may not only be the 5-string arpeggio, it might be some blues licks and some alternate runs and some legato, whatever. So you have to master all these techniques. So my concept is just play everything for 1 minute and go to the next one. And also you will see my practice routine is kind of structured that it builds up the the skills. So the first licks are always easier, and then a little bit the licks which I play afterwards are a little bit more difficult. So the first section starts with sweep or addresses sweep pickings, and I'm starting usually with a 3-string arpeggio. Play that for 1 minute. It's just the famous minor arpeggio. Play that for 1 minute. And then the next figure is I'm also playing these 3-string arpeggio, but I'm moving through different shapes, also for 1 minute, like that. Play that up and down, so also so these are basically 2 minor arpeggios and then 2 major arpeggios. In this case it was C minor, D minor, and D sharp major and F major. And of course you can throw in your own arpeggios for warming up. The next thing I'm usually doing is a 4-string arpeggio, which is also moving through different shapes. These are the chords A minor, F major, C major, G major, all based around the 9th fret. It's my little figure which incorporates different shapes of the 4-string arpeggio. And do this for 1 minute, and then I'm coming to a little bit more complicated 4-string arpeggio, the diminished one, this. I'm playing this for 1 minute, and this is more complicated because, as you may know, the diminished arpeggio it consists of some parts where you have to play 2 notes per string. For example, I'm playing here on the E string, the A, the F sharp, then 1 note on the B string, which is the D sharp, and then 2 notes on the G string, 1 note on the D string. It's a famous minor arpeggio. You may know it, but it's a little bit more difficult because you have to wait when you're playing 2 notes on 1 string, so it's not a constant movement with your right hand. By the way, this sweep section I'm usually practicing without a metronome. I will turn on the metronome in the next section when I'm practicing alternate pickings. So this is a diminished figure, and then after I play that for 1 minute, I extend this figure to a 5-string diminished arpeggio, like this one. And then I do a similar thing with a major arpeggio, major 7 arpeggio. So this. But of course you can throw in your own licks, and of course in this video I will not show you all my 60-70 licks I'm practicing. But what is very important is that you keep consistency, so you have to play the same figures every day. It doesn't help if you are always changing the figures, then you will not improve. So consistency is very important for practicing. And these are my figures where I usually starting off with in the sweep section. There are a couple of more figures, for example, some figures after that where I'm combining maybe sweep arpeggios with some slides to change from one shape to another. For example, like that. Something like that. So I play it all over the fretboard, and this was in the B flat major scale, and yeah, then I can do it from maybe C major. And what is it? Something like that. And yeah, I do this all over the fretboard with different keys. And after the sweep section, usually my left hand is warmed up. My right hand is not warmed up because the right hand doesn't do that much in the sweep section. But in the next section I'm practicing alternate pickings, and for that the right hand is very important. So what I do now is usually I'm turning on the metronome and I'm warming up my right hand. I do this by playing one note very fast just to warm up the right hand. Like that. And usually from that time on I keep the drum machine turned on. Just for now I will turn it off because it's a little bit annoying when talking. But usually I keep it turned on, and this is the only part which I practice more, or which I play longer than 1 minute. I do this for 4 minutes. The reason is simple, because I found out that 1 minute is not enough to warm up my right hand. But if I do it for 4 minutes and my right hand is usually warmed up. It's a little bit stupid, the exercise, but after that I will start with my usual alternate picking licks. And for that exercise it's very important that your muscles are relaxed, because I promise you, if you are doing this for 4 minutes, or you cannot do it for 4 minutes if your muscles contract, it will start to hurt soon. And after that, usually I'm addressing the topic of changing strings in alternate runs. And what you may know is the problem is when changing strings, sometimes you can come from an upstroke, go to a higher string and play that with a downstroke, or the other way around, come from a downstroke and go to a higher string, play with an upstroke. And for that topic I'm just practicing the string changing in alternate runs with this simple exercises. Starting with a downstroke, down up, and usually I play it to the drum machine, but of course faster. Something like that, 1 minute. And then I'm starting with an upstroke and play the same thing. I think you get the idea. And after that I do the same thing with one skipped string in between. So maybe something like that. And then the same thing starting with an upstroke. So 4 minutes, each lick 1 minute, and then usually I'm prepared for the alternate runs. And also here I start with an easy alternate run on 2 strings, 3 notes per string. Something like that. Of course, it's faster. And then after that, I usually do it with 4 strings, something like that. just a basic scale, A minor scale. Usually I'm playing it faster, of course. Something like that. And then usually I come to more complicated 3-note per string sections. And also what's very important is that you don't practice it only in triplets, because it's a different feel if you're playing triplets than if you're playing maybe usual straight 8s or whatever. Yeah, my more complicated 3-note per string runs, there are a couple, but maybe I can show you one, maybe this one. To the drum machine. Slowly and something like that. And of course I'm doing this for 1 minute. And after that I come to a section where I'm playing 4 notes per string, which is a little bit more difficult for most people because they're not used to play 4 notes per string runs. Starting off with a section where I'm just practicing these 4 notes per string movement with chromatic exercises. So slowly it's maybe this. Fast. It's just groups of 4 notes. Another one, maybe this one. So these are basically some chromatic runs, and after that I'm playing the usual scales, the usual minor scale, but with a 4 note per string approach. For example, this one. Something like that. And yeah, I forget something. Of course there are a couple of other 4 note per string licks which I'm practicing, but I cannot show you all now. It's just to give you the idea. Of course you can throw in your own licks. But after that section, usually I'm coming to a section where I'm practicing the legato runs. And also here start with easy ones, just 3 note per string legato runs, maybe usual scales or figures. Something like that. And after that I play some legato stuff based around some chord shapes, but also a couple of figures. Something like that. And of course, every figure for 1 minute. So this is just the rough idea or the concept of my practicing routine. And in the 4th section, as I said before, I just throw in licks which I'm currently working on or struggling with. So that is of course depending on what you're learning, and it could be a blues lick, could be something like that, stupid things. And usually I do it all to the drum machine at my desired speed. Speed is also every day the same. I raise it constantly when I think I can play it properly. And yeah, of course, this section with the licks I'm practicing, I can extend when I have more time to practice with other licks, but usually the ones I'm currently working on in the daily routine, they stay the same, and well, sometimes the weekend I throw in another one to extend the section. Well, that is the concept behind my practicing routine, and I found it to be very useful. I hope it helps you. Just try it out. Play everything for 1 minute, 2 minutes, whatever. Practice consistently every day, and yeah, then you will improve. Good luck with that. Post your comments below. Subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Bye.